Welcome back to the Boondocks Homestead. Today I'm going to show you something really neat. Now, last year I did this little experiment, this is one of my flower beds in my front yard. It looks awful right now, but and it still has flowers in it too, some flowers. And I planted spinach and I planted lettuce in this flower bed, and I put this tote over the top of it. And I grew spinach and lettuce all winter long. So I just wanted to share this little experiment with you that I did. And even though you live in town, it don't matter if you live in the country, you can still do this in town. You don't have to be in the country to do stuff like this, okay? And you can have your own fresh lettuce, your own fresh spinach all year round. And you don't have to buy it from the store. Okay, so I'm going to just take you on this with me while I do this year. I don't have to do this because I was blessed enough for Tim to be able to build us a hoop house. We have a hoop house and we have a cold frame, and we do both of that in there. But I want to show you that this works. I want to show you that you can do this in your flower bed or in town where you live, or even if you live out of town, if you don't want a big patch of it or something, if you don't eat a lot of it, maybe there's just one person that lives at home. So you can do, I'm going to make about this much. So you can do that much for you. You can do half that much if you got a small tote. But it works because I did it, and I'm going to show you that it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean all this out down to bare dirt. I'll probably leave some of my flowers because some of them are perennials and I don't want to dig them up that I planted last year. I'm going to dig all this up, and I'll get back with you here in a minute, and we're going to plant us some lettuce and some spinach. So don't go nowhere. All right, and I got to get all these little, I have little ornaments in here too in this bed. I don't want to end up throwing them away. I'll just set them up here. And guys, you don't need a really big spot. You really don't. This is just a little bitty corner at the end of our porch. I really shouldn't be using my hands because we live out here where there's copperheads and everything else. All right, guys, I went and got a little bit of Miracle-Gro. I got some potting mix. You can use any kind. You don't have to. It don't have to be this. We just got this because it was on sale. So I'm gonna put. Let me see. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on here, just because there's been a lot of leaves on here, so it's probably made my soil very acidic for one thing, and all that mulch is in there too. So I'm just gonna give it kind of a fresh little. I can give that. I'm just going to give it just a little freshening here. And it'd probably work if I didn't, you guys. But I don't know if I did last time or not. I'm thinking I didn't because I didn't think it was going to work, actually. But it did. Okay. I'm going to put this, now my barrel, let me get my barrel, not my barrel, I'm sorry, my tub, tote, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to size it up here. Let me see. Okay. See how it left those indents in there? Indentions. So we want to put a little bit here, a little bit over there. So it's going to be right in this area. Tim's on the side by side. I don't know what. Oh, he's working on the compost bin. Okay. Right here. I think that's going to be good. Now, what I'm going to do is, look at that mess. Ugh. I am going to get my seeds. Now, I've got some from 2023, and I've got some, I don't know how old they are. Who knows? So I've got Butter Crunch lettuce, Giant Noble spinach, Black Seed Simpson, and Bloomsdale spinach. So I think we'll start with the spinach, and we'll put the spinach in the back. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not a great planter, so you do it how you want to do it. Now, lettuce and spinach, they don't have to be planted real deep at all, especially lettuce. You don't plant it real deep at all. Pretty much just kind of on top, and then barely cover it if you want. But I'm going to put a, you know, that's where the tote thing went. So I'm going to go up from it a little bit, and I'm going to just kind of make a little line here. And then I just, now if you do it different, that's fine. It works for you, that's fine. This works for me. And this is how I do it. I don't sit there and put each seed in there. And then I just kind of cover that up a little. Okay, now that was my, now I'm going to put a little stick right here so I know where my rolls are. And then I'm going to go down here. I'm going to put one more roll of spinach, because spinach gets a little bigger. I'm probably planting this too close, but if you were in a garden or something, but here it's not going to matter. You're going to see. So that was Giant Noble. Now we're going to do the Bloomsdale. This is the older spinach. It may not come up. I've been keeping it in the freezer. Like we keep all of our seeds in the freezer. We'll put a few extra in this. I might ought to do that in the other. Oh well. And then I just cover it up like that, okay? You don't have to pat that down. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's just, I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay. Whoops. There's that one. Where's my stick? Now don't you all be laughing at me, because this is just how I roll. And yes, I talk to myself while I'm doing it. Okay, now we're going to put a little thing of, you know what, I'm not going to make a line. Because this, after I water this a little bit, and this is pretty wet, so it probably don't need no water. I'll put some, oh, I don't have any in there, that's out. Well, we're going to put the Black Seed Simpson. And I'm just going to kind of do this, you guys. You're not going to really have no rolls to be able to see where I'm just going to make a big patch of it. Okay. It's going to have a big old patch of lettuce. Now, y'all think that's silly probably, but you're going to see. That's going to work. I'm just going to kind of cover that up a little bit with some of this extra down here. And I'm going to water it just a tiny tad. Not much, because this soil's kind of wet. Now, okay, let me get up here where I can talk to you. So we have spinach in the back, 2 rolls of it, and then we've got a big patch of Black Seed Simpson lettuce, okay? Now listen, I want to talk to you here for a minute. Let me get up here. Okay, we're going to put this on here. I'll water it when we get done, when I get done talking to you. I'll put this on here just like that. Okay, it's covered. Now, let me get something. Hold on a minute. All right. Now listen, I went and got 2 rocks. If you got a block of wood, that'll work, or anything to prop this up during the day, okay? And yes, it takes a little bit of maintenance with this, but it's okay because it's fresh and it's yours and you grew it and it's not from the store and it don't have pesticides on it, okay? So I'm going to put them right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me put you down. Sometimes I think I need a camera person or something. Okay, you see that? See these rocks? It needs air. Air's got to circulate in there, especially when the sun's out. When the sun's out, you could put it up about that far, okay? But basically what this is going to do is, well, it's going to insulate it through the winter, keep it warm so the sun will heat it up, but you still got to have air flowing through there, okay? Now, at nighttime, you're going to come out here about about dark. And you're going to move them rocks, and you're going to make sure that's down. Okay, you can just put the rocks on top or whatever you use. It don't matter what you use. Okay, and then at daytime, in the morning when the sun comes up, before preferably the sun comes up, you're going to come out here and you're going to prop that back up like that, or higher if you have something higher, if it's hotter. If it's cold, you don't want it real, you don't want to put it up real high. But lettuce and spinach can take the cold weather where other stuff can't. Okay, so you're not going to be with me every day, but I'm going to show you the progress as we go. And I'm going to show you that you can do this no matter where you live. And you can have fresh lettuce and fresh spinach no matter where you live. You don't have to have a hoop house or a greenhouse or cold frame or anything. You can just go to Walmart and buy you one of these totes, and you can do this yourself, okay? All right, I'll see you on the next video. Lord willing, Lord willing. All right, I just lifted the tote, and it's just been, oh, how many days has it been, you guys? It's just been a few days. Maybe it might have been a week since I did this, but I don't think so. But anyway, I want you to look at that patch of lettuce. It's Black Seed Simpson lettuce. Now, if you look up here, it is growing. It's coming up. That spinach is coming up. It's just not real, you can't see it real good yet, but it's coming up. But our lettuce is definitely there, okay? So, I'm hoping that the spinach comes up. That spinach may not have been no good, but I hope it was. I feel like I'm pretty sure I see it coming. It's starting to. So we're just gonna put the tote back on there. I've watered it twice since I've made this video, started this video. Let me get this leaf out of the way. And this, I don't know what that is growing. Some kind of weed. Okay, we're gonna put this back over it, and I'll bring you back later on. All right, guys, it's been 10 days since I planted this lettuce and spinach. I'm not sure about the spinach. I'm thinking the spinach was bad. It's not gonna come up. But there's the lettuce. There's the patch of lettuce that we planted 10 days ago. All right, we'll keep watching it. It just keeps growing. It got down to 23 degrees last night, 23 degrees. And it's been cold. It's gonna be really cold tonight too. So I'll get back with you in a couple days and show you. All right, here we go. Look at that lettuce. Now my spinach, it did not work. I don't know, I think it was old. It didn't work at all. But look at all this pretty lettuce. And I could let this go longer, even, because it takes about 7 to 8 weeks for it to be mature. But I'm gonna go ahead and clip some of it and eat some of it while it's young and tender, and it's gonna grow back. It's gonna keep growing back for me for several more cuttings. Okay, so we're gonna cut a little bit of this, and I'll show you. I can prop this up here. And what you wanna do is you just wanna get the top. You don't wanna take it all the way down, okay? So you're gonna get about that much of it, if you can see that. I'll show you when we get done in the bowl. And I'm just gonna give it a clipping, and then it's gonna grow back. It'll grow right back for me, and bigger, probably thicker. Just don't cut it all the way down. You just wanna cut it about halfway, okay? And I'll get several cuttings off of this. Now, we'll shut this up, and we'll let it keep growing, you guys, and it'll grow big and tall again. And it'll do that several times. I'll get several cuttings off of that. We'll just put the lid back on it, okay? So now, here's my little bowl of lettuce. Okay, we're gonna go wash that, and we're gonna make us a salad. All right, y'all, I brought my lettuce in, and I rinsed it off, and I put it in my salad spinner, and I let it dry, because I don't like wet lettuce. So I let it dry, and this is what it looks like. Okay, this is our lettuce we just cut. I'm gonna make a salad here. really don't want all that because I just ate breakfast a little bit ago, you guys. But I was trying to get this wrapped up so I could get it showed to you so you guys can start you some of this, okay? So I pre-cut a bunch of stuff, all right? I did a few cucumbers. We're not going to use all those. I did a few radishes. I like radishes. Some green onions. I like green onion. Well, of course, I like all the stuff I'm putting in here. A little broccoli. I just spilled a piece. It's okay. I'll get it in a minute. And then I got my sprouts, my broccoli sprouts. If you're not sprouting, winter time is the best time, guys, because you're not getting out and getting in that sunlight and getting all that stuff. These have all the B vitamins you need, and it's just got all kinds of good stuff in here, okay? That'll make your body feel good. So I'm going to put some of those on there. And then I'm going to put, I'll put a little bit of bacon on there. And then I have some sunflower and pumpkin seeds. I like seeds. Okay. And I'm also going to put a little bit of this. I like a little color. I don't know. And carrots are good for you. But I like a little bit of color in my salad. I don't know. It just makes it taste better. I'm telling you. Okay. Don't want to waste none. Pick them up. Isn't that pretty? Now, I put a little bit, sometimes I'll put some cranberries, dried cranberries in here. Gives a little bit of sweetness, and I like that, okay? Now I'm going to use my rosemary infused oil, my dressing, with all my herbs in the bottom. That's the dressing I'm going to use. It's got some good stuff in it, guys. That smells so good. Man, that smells good. Okay, this took about 6 weeks for me to get this lettuce. My spinach didn't turn out, so I really wanted some spinach in here. I really did. But it didn't turn out. I didn't replant it because we've been so busy. So busy. But I'm going to get, that's my goal for next week, Lord willing, is to get out in the hoop house and even in my flower bed and just sow some broccoli seed everywhere I can. You know what I mean? So I gotta work on that. Okay, let's taste this. It is so good. Now, hold on a minute. Tim and I like to eat sourdough crackers, cheese crackers, with our salads. They're so good. And look, I'm just about gone. In here, I've got more bags froze because I make them ahead of time and I freeze them. They're so good. So good, especially salad. So, listen, you guys can do this. I didn't buy anything special. I had some seeds from last year. I always buy all this kind of stuff if I don't have, during the winter time. And it's winter, guys. It's winter. I grew this lettuce in the winter time. And you all can too. With just a plastic tote from Walmart or Dollar Store or wherever you get it. Wherever you want to get it. A clear one, and you guys can do it too. So get out there and plant you some lettuce. This is good lettuce you grow yourself, okay? And this is so good. It's so good. And like I said, that is gonna, after I cut that, I'll probably get 3 or 4 or 5 more cuttings, who knows, off of those seeds, okay? When those die out, I'm gonna plant me some more. Plant me some more, because I'd rather eat this kind of lettuce than store-bought. All this stuff. I mean, my cucumbers, radishes, and we grow all that through the summer. I don't have very good luck with broccoli. Maybe you all do. I've never been able to grow very much broccoli. I don't know why. This, maybe our soil. I don't know. But anyway, there you go. I did it. You can do it. Get out there and plant you some lettuce. Love you guys, and Lord willing, I will catch you on the next video. Bye.